Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the first round match in Mallorca between Dominic Thiem and Gael Monfils. Excited for this one. Two well-known names. How are you guys doing in this one? We're gonna get started real soon. We're gonna get started real soon here. Here we go. Players are currently warming up. Thiem ranked 134th in the world. Gael Monfils still higher up in the rankings. We don't know how much longer we'll see these two legends out here playing matches, so you have to take it in. But it's their first meeting on grass courts between these two guys. But the head-to-head in general is 6-0 for Thiem. Monfils trying to get his first win on the board, which is a little bit surprising, but Thiem played Monfils during his best kind of years, so it kind of makes sense. 6-0 is the head-to-head for Thiem. 6-0 for Thiem. Weirdly enough, there have been two occasions, actually three occasions where Thiem got a withdrawal from Monfils and then went through to the next round. But outside of that, the last time these two played was the round 16 of the 2020 Australian Open, where Thiem won in straight sets. Before that, they played at Roland Garros, where although Monfils likes playing from the home crowd on those courts on clay, I just feel like that's a big advantage for Thiem, who just is absolutely a monster there, especially in 2019 when he beat Novak. That was a couple matches before he beat Novak. But yeah, I mean, these matches haven't even been particularly close outside of their first two. In 2015 and 2016, when Thiem really wasn't quite the player he was, they played in the round robin of the 2016 ATP finals, where the score was 6-3, 1-6, 6-4 for Thiem. It's a much more level playing field. Thiem is not the player he was in 2020, so Monfils will be looking to get his first win on the board in this one. As we get started up, Monfils to serve at 30 love. Let's do it. Serve from Monfils down the tee, backhand slice of Thiem that goes out 40 love. Hello. What's up, MJ? Hey, what's up, S1? I don't know who to root for. I like both. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, these are two of the biggest fan favorites. They're definitely two of my favorites. There's no doubt. And always love watching Monfils. Always love watching Thiem as well. They both changed tennis, brought a lot to tennis. I think especially, I think Dominic Thiem, especially for just like tennis fans, he is just one of the most popular players among like real big tennis fans. Like I can't think of a player who's disliked less and who's loved, just absolutely loved and admired as much as Thiem. There are very few outside of, Rafa, Roger, Novak, and others. So yeah, I mean, these are two of the fan favorites. I'm gonna go with Gael for the win, getting the first win their head-to-head. Because obviously the head-to-head is 6-0, but they haven't played a match since 2020 when Thiem has really not quite been himself. So I'm gonna go with Gael. I'm gonna go with Gael in I don't know if I should say 2 sets or 3 sets. Is this Thiem's first? Yeah, this is Thiem's first match on grass, period. And then if we're talking about Monfils, who's still high up in the ranks, this is also Monfils' first match on grass. Lost to Musetti at the French, but Montero in Rome. I'm going to go with Gael in 3 sets. Let me know your predictions. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Good to have you. Hello, fans. Hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So I'd be back doing the streams. There's been a lot of sports stuff going on. But it's good that tennis is still getting some of the attention, and it should at the Olympics as well. I mean, I think just keep supporting tennis and keep hyping it up because it's in a very exciting spot. Forehand cross court just misses wide. 30 love. Let me fix up the scoreboard real quick here. Okay, cool. Make sure that everything's looking good. Everything's looking sweet. All right, cool. I read Thiem. I love Gael though. All right, yeah, no, I like it because listen, Gael's at least been getting some wins. Thiem is really looking for a big win, and on grass, help his confidence before the end. Gael is still playing just great, just solid, great tennis. I mean, he's not going anywhere if he keeps playing like this, and if he stays healthy. There are a couple French guys like that Gasquet and Monfils. I don't know if they're going anywhere, man. Those two love to play. I don't know if they're going anywhere. As long as they stay healthy. Monfils plays such a physical game that I just hope he doesn't sustain an injury. Gasquet, I think, is going to still be in slams even when he's like 45. There have been a few guys like that, though, in history. Thomas Muster played till he was like 44, 45. Back in the day, Richard Gonzalez was still winning titles when he was like 44, 45. Same thing with Rosewall. Who else? I mean, Federer obviously played for a long time. Stan Wawrinka is now playing till he's 39. Djokovic was world number 1 at 37. I mean, it's becoming more and more of a normal thing, you know? But Gasquet, I don't know. I have the sneaky suspicion Gasquet is going to break all the longevity records. I don't know why. I just feel like that guy's not going anywhere. He's still playing great. Backhand slice, the backhand slice of Gael, backhand slice of Thiem. That goes out. 15 love for Monfils. Wimbledon is so open. I don't see a reason why Gael shouldn't like playing on grass courts. I don't think Monfils has even reached like the quarterfinals, semifinals of Wimbledon. I know he hasn't reached the semis, but I don't think he's even reached the quarterfinals, which is really surprising to me. I would love to understand better why he has not done so well at Wimbledon. He's only reached the 4th round once. I don't know why that is. I really don't quite understand it. I mean, perhaps he's a little bit more comfortable when he's playing a little bit more defense to offense and that kind of a thing. But there's little about his game that I understand where he would be that poor on grass. I'm not sure. Especially because he's done well on indoor hard courts. And, I mean, grass plays differently. He's done well on clay. I don't know. Seems like he could do at least decent on grass with the way his game is. Weird miss from Monfils there on the volley. So that goes out. 40-30 for Monfils. I mean, Monfils is good on every other surface. I don't know. He's got the skills for grass. He's maybe not as confident on offense and maybe as consistent on offense when he's playing more of a all offensive game. But I don't know. He can get a little bit awkward when he gets rushed on his backhand. Come up with some awkward shots. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the consistency of his game. His game is good for grass, but can he consistently make those shots, or does he get a little bit carried away with his offense? Does he get a little bit carried away with the cat and mouse and the drop shots and the slices? Like, it's maybe about consistency and playing a solid game, really, when because it maybe sounds good on paper, but then you know, that kind of thing. Head-to-head 6-0 Domi, yeah, 6-0. Thiem has won a big old set in their head-to-head. It's a 6-0. I was surprised when I looked it up and saw that. I mean, it hasn't even been close in sets either. Monfils has won 2 sets in 6 matches. 2 sets in 6 matches. They played a lot at big tournaments as well. Australian Open, Roland Garros, Indian Wells, twice, Cincinnati, ATP Finals. I think that's the only year Monfils reached the ATP Finals. Still wish Monfils could have done more to really be a top player in his career, because his potential was all there to win big titles. He should have won a big title against Djokovic in that Paris match all that time ago. I think he had match points, or he was very close anyway. 3rd set tiebreak. What's up, Essek? I could be wrong, but it seems to me that Monfils in years past was having so much fun. He wasn't intense enough about winning, but that seems to have changed lately. I hope you're right. I absolutely agree that he was having so much fun. His biggest priority didn't seem like it was fulfilling his full potential, which takes a lot of work and a lot of, you know, hard work. But yeah, it seemed like he was more focused on, yeah, having fun is a good way to put it, to be honest. And kind of, you know, giving a show to the crowd. He wasn't, you know, if he put all that hard work in, it seemed likely that he could have, you know, found his way on the winning end of a lot of matches that he was very close to winning, like against Federer at the US Open, or even at the French in the semis, who knows. I mean, he's another one of these guys who came up during a very tough era, playing against the best ever, Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. So, who knows? But I still think that if he really put his mind to it, I mean, he's one of the most talented guys we've ever seen in the sport. I think very few would contest that, which is kind of amazing because I don't think he's even been top 5 in the world. So, anyway, he's had a great career anyway, even though, you know, in terms of winning, it would be nicer to see him having, you know, a top 5 ranking, a big title. But he's been around a long time, winning at the top, being a problem, being dangerous, and just being one of the most fun and enjoyable and just unique, special players that we've ever seen in the sport. So 30-15 for Thiem, who's going to go to serve now. Rocking those same Asics gel dedicated shoes that Novak wears as well. I have those same shoes as well. Just the classics right now. They're, I think, the most popular sport shoe at the moment for tennis players, which kind of makes sense when the GOAT of tennis wears those shoes. You know, Novak is wearing them, so kind of makes sense to follow suit a little bit. Backhand of Thiem to the forehand of Monfils goes inside out. Goes now into the forehand of Thiem. Stays in, slice. The backhand drop shot of Thiem. Monfils doesn't even really run for it. That was a drop shot. We're at 40-15 here at 1-2. But yeah, I mean, can Monfils really find his best results these days? I don't know. His game is so revolved around speed. What's absolutely almost unbelievable is that he's nearly 38. He's 3 months away from turning 38, and yet he's you know, still running and being athletic in such a high level where he's still just unbelievable to watch. So, I mean, he's still one of the most impressive athletes on the tour, regardless of being almost 38 years old. And, you know, if he can sustain that, he could still have some incredible results. I mean, we saw how well he was playing in, was it Indian Wells, where he lost to, wherever he lost to Casper Ruud. I think it was Indian Wells. So if he can keep up that level where he bageled Hurkacz, almost bageled Hurkacz twice, yeah, if he can keep that up, then yeah, we'll see. I think that was one of the most ridiculous scores of the whole year, by the way. Monfils bageling Hurkacz earlier this year in Indian Wells. He was up, I think the score was something like 6-0, 2-6, 4-0 or something like that. It was something like, or I think he lost the second set in a tiebreaker. It was like 0-6, 7, it was 6-0, 6-7, 4-0 or something. And then I think he ended up winning like 6-2 in the third. Yeah, 6-0, 6-7, 6-2. That's got to be one of the craziest scores of the whole year. Monfils upsetting Hurkacz by bageling him. I mean, completely dismantled Hurkacz. That and Mute leading Sinner 5-0 with a set point are going to be the two craziest, like, just in-match score lines of the whole year, you know? But anyway. First serve down the tee, that goes wide. Second serve for Gael. The backhand of Thiem, backhand of Monfils, down the line, forehand of Thiem. Falls pretty short. A volley is very easy for Monfils. Thiem's got to play the aggressor a little bit. I think if he wants a chance at this match, I mean, he's got to play a bit the aggressor. Make Monfils uncomfortable. A lot of the problems for Thiem these days, I think, comes from his passiveness. That's a big serve from Monfils. And that big serve that Monfils can hit is part of the reason why I think he should like his chances on grass okay. Hey, what's up, Andrea? Hello, Anthony. It's nice to see you online. Hey, what's up? What's up? Thanks for joining in. Hell yeah. Keep the streams going. Keep the streams growing. Appreciate everybody joining in. Monfils team is always fun to watch too. Legends of the game. And to me, they're legends. I don't know. They're not, they're no Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic, but they've both contributed to the game in ways where I view them as legends. So watching I finally started the Federer documentary last night. I'm gonna finish it today, but yeah, I teared up. I've already torn up. Ray cried a little bit of that one. Dude, I can't watch the Federer documentary. You know when you idolize like a certain athlete or a player growing up? Like that's me with Roger, man. That one's a tough one. Like Federer to me was tennis. Like everything I thought about tennis, even as obsessed as I was about tennis, it came through the lens of Roger somehow. Like he changed the sport to me. So now watching just the kind of retirement that I couldn't even emotionally or whatever comprehend at the end of it. It's like, wow, it's crazy. Because when it ends, it ends, and it was so sad to see. And Federer, it was so weird at the time because I remember getting the notification that Federer was ending his career. I was being like, "Is this an April Fool's thing?" Because it came out of absolutely nowhere. I wasn't even considering the fact that he was going to retire soon. Because Federer would always come back again and again and again. And it was like a year's time. I hadn't heard anything from Roger. I was assuming he was coming back in Basel. Then one day I woke up and I see this notification, Federer retiring, with the Instagram post with him speaking the audio or whatever over the image of him smiling. And I was like, is this really happening? 10 days and he retires? It just felt like it came so quick. But also, he's not one of these players that needs to prove anything else. To say the least. He has a spectacular career, so he's one of these guys that I just, I look up to and idolize, whether it's in tennis or in other sports. But that's one of the good things about sports, I think, is how much it mirrors life and how much you can find idols in sports and how they go about a game. Because if you can find so much intensity just going about a game, then that can speak to how much intensity you should be able to find going about things that really matter on the surface and, in life, if that makes any sense. Probably didn't, but anyway. Monfils here at Love 30. Back into Monfils, cross court. The back end of Thiem, back into Monfils. The back end of Thiem, down the middle, forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem, back into Monfils. The back end slice of Thiem. Back end of Gael. Forehand of Thiem, backhand of Monfils, the backhand of Thiem. That goes out. Love 40 as Thiem with an error there with the backhand. Totally agree about Roger. Yeah. That's what it was for me. Does it last 12 days, the documentary, or is it just the title of the film? I haven't reached the end, but I'm assuming, yeah, it starts within the last 12 days of Roger's career. Because he literally, I think he posted that video, then 9 days later he went to play Laver Cup. I don't think it has every one of the last 12 days, but it skips like a couple at the start. But I don't know, actually. Maybe it does. But it doesn't. Wow, Monfils running here, cross court, forehand chip. Yeah, it's going to be way too far up a run for Monfils the other way. Yeah, but I think that yes, it's going over those last 12 days because it's also so special, right? It deserves a documentary, having four of the best players that ever lived at the same time there, from the career of one of the most unique and special and best athletes that ever lived. So definitely deserves a documentary. I hope we see more documentary. I mean, we've already had a few documentaries about Federer's career, but I would love to see just as many documentaries as we can over his what he accomplished in his career too, because it can be very tempting to think about the ending of things, but I'm glad it was more of a celebration of his career, and I hope we get more documentaries celebrating his just extremely awesome career. That's a break as Thiem hits the shot long, and it is 4-2. By the way, sorry about some of my streams have not been quite on time to the scoreboard. I am not seeing the score as it's happening on stream. I'm still surprised when anything happens because I'm not paying attention to the score that's shown on stream. What's happened is the place that I've usually site that I've usually streamed from is kind of down for the last week or so. So hopefully that gets fixed up and I find another place to watch where it's in line with the scoreboard that I'm using. But yeah, anyway, that's what's going on with that. And yeah, if hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams anyway, and at least can watch as audio or something else, or enjoying watching. So no, this is a documentary air for 12 days. Oh, is it like 1 hour each day? Or is it about it's about his last 12 days of being an active player. Yeah, the title is what the what the documentary is. Yeah, I didn't understand your question. It's his last 12 days of being a player. You know, from when he was starting to think about his announcement on Instagram about retiring. And I mean, look, I mean, Roger seemed like he was in good spirits in those moments. So that was good to see because he really had nothing to prove, especially because he had that 2021 comeback. That's a backhand slice into the net for Thiem. So 5-2. It's tough watching Thiem like this, man. It's sad the way his career went, honestly. I mean, Thiem, man. Dominic Thiem. But I do like the perspective better of just how, you know, his game was very it was hard to sustain, having such a special physical kind of, you know, game where with a lot of intensity, ferociousness. He played a lot of events every single year. And the fact that he even did some of the things he did is and then got, you know, won a slam and did all the things I managed to do, won Indian Wells. It's crazy he never won a big title on clay, though. That is crazy. But we should be happy with that. But man, couldn't he have just, you know, won the US Open and got to the ATP Finals final and then just did like one more thing? Like it felt like he so quickly just fell off when we thought he was about to just reach his prime, which is the tough thing. So you just never know with these players, man. Every player has a different journey, and it's not always sweet. Same with Delpo. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what injury does to you. Yeah, totally. Poor Thiem. Yeah, Dami, man. I don't know, MJ. It's just like Thiem to me. I mean, I remember the Indian Wells final against Roger in 2019. Just watching that, I was like, oh man, this is a player that I can cheer on for the next like 5 years. No, just like 1 year. Just like 1 year and then he's out. So yeah. I don't know. He still will forever have probably my favorite one-handed backhand to watch. That might be what's the word? Unpopular opinion. But I love watching Thiem's one-hander. It is amazing. What's up, Sean? Looking good, Anthony. Nice stream. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, my hair was getting crazy. I just couldn't find the time to get a cut. But thanks. All right, that's in the net from Monfils. 15 love for Thiem. Knee surgery is just too serious to play at this top competitive level. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully Novak is okay. You know what I mean? As well. Roger had the knees. Yeah, for Thiem knows his wrist. Yeah, Thiem out his wrist. Yep. Thiem out his wrists. I mean, Delpo had wrist issues too. Man, freaking injuries, man. Because tennis is so tough physically. Listen, how are there still people saying that tennis is an easy sport? Bro, everybody in tennis gets injured. Dude, everybody in tennis gets injured these days. It's an easy sport. Dude, if you play at the highest, most intense level of tennis, bro, come on. It affects every part of your body, and you're playing every week, every day, practicing every day, almost a whole season. We don't have an off season at this point. You know, we have nothing. It's just constant, just like you have to be on it, absolutely on it. Just like thousands, it's all but you out there. You have to have like just thousands of crazy physical sprints and, you know, slides and in just one match, which could last up to 5.5 hours, you know, or 11 hours or whatever. So anyway, People are like, tennis is an easy sport. You're just hitting a ball. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. I mean, it's an easy sport up until you're playing Djokovic, you know? And then try to call it an easy sport. Anyway. Serve from Thiem to the backhand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem. That's in the net. 40-15. I think pickleball is easy. Yeah, pickleball is easy. And then there's going to be a streamer on the pickleball play-by-play that's saying pickleball is easy. You think pickleball is easy? Okay, but try playing the world number 1 in pickleball. You have to play every day. So physical. Anyway, it's 5-3. Monfils is about to serve this out. You know? It's a good serve from Gael. Trying to serve out this first set. It's only the third set that he would have won against Dominic Thiem. It's absolutely crazy. Well, two things are crazy about their head-to-head, right? When you look at it. The first one is that Thiem, well, kind of three things. Okay, I'll list out the three things. Number one, Monfils has not won a single match against Thiem. 6-0. Number two, Monfils has won 2 sets against Thiem. Just 2 in 6 matches. Number three, Monfils has withdrawn before playing Thiem 3 times, which I find really strange. But anyway, now he has a chance to win his third set of their head-to-head. Both of their first grass court matches of 2024. It's a double fault from Monfils on set point. Goes to 40-15. Djokovic probably does as much physical training as any athlete in any sport. Yeah, I agree. Probably. I mean, he's been one of the most hardest working athletes we've probably ever seen for the last 15 years. So that's how you become the GOAT. Backhand down the line. It's a good shot from Monfils right off that baseline. 6-3 for Gael. Monfils gets the first set. We weren't able to do that live Q&A that me and Faison were talking about the other day on stream, by the way. I think Faison got busy with some, but we'll do it at some point. If you still want to do a Q&A of some kind, you guys can ask me questions about tennis or life stuff. And I mean, that's what happens anyway, I guess. I like these streams because they're hopefully they're just chill kind of Q&A sessions. By the way, Monfils winning 88% of first serve points, but a team is just not returning serve well at all, honestly, at this point. Let me see what else. Do we have a stat for winners and errors? That'd be nice. It's always nice. Yep. Well, what? I mean, this is an absolute joke. What does that even mean? It says Thiem has 4 winners and 0 unforced errors. What does that mean? Dude, Thiem didn't hit a whole unforced errors that whole set. Listen, people have different opinions of what unforced errors mean, but I'm pretty sure Thiem hit about 10 unforced errors in that set. But anyway. Dude, it's so funny. I run by the pickleball courts when I run outside, and they don't seem to move much. It's such small surface. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna whatever. People can play pickleball, but it's not tennis, man. It's like tennis is 100 times more physical than pickleball. Pickleball is easy, which is part of the appeal. Is that it's easy. Anybody can play once, and they're already pretty good. Tennis, sometimes you can play your whole life, and then you have just a terrible day. Guess what? Great thing about pickleball, not gonna happen. Utopian sport. I mean, pickleball is fine, but it doesn't have the difficulty levels of tennis. Not even close. I mean, you just watch tennis for a second, just the sprints, the slides, moving around the court, especially when people are hitting with the spins and the speed. that they are, and being able to play at this highest level in particular, for sometimes 3 hours, 5 hours, it's like, come on, man. I guess you stretch your body as you move to hit the ball, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I understand it if people want a more low key sport that they can, get into, and it can be fun. But it's just like, but I need it to stay away from tennis. We have our own thing going. We don't need a little brother kind of pestering in and trying to take away from us. We're doing fine, and you can have your own thing, but we need our own space. Forehand Monfils, the forehand of Thiem, back in Monfils, the forehand of Thiem. It's a good shot from Thiem, 30 love. QualityShot followed Queens, then skipped the final, keeping us on our toes. Yeah. Sorry about that, Sean. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just nobody was able to do the final. We're usually on it to always try to do the finals. I was very much not able to cover. I guess nobody was able to. So, we'll definitely. I mean, we try to cover as many finals as we can. We're looking forward to Q&A because we have a lot of questions about hair. Okay, that's a good one. Every question about hair. Hair products. What hair routines. I don't know if I have a whole lot to say, but it's a good serve from Thiem. Gets the 40 love. Better way to start off the second set. I guess you got a little bit of confidence from knowing your opponent has never beaten you before, but I'm sure Thiem also understands the circumstances around this head-to-head a little bit, and he knows that he's not nearly at the level that he was 4 years ago when they last played. So when he won the U.S. Open, back in volley, I mean, missed that one, and come on, if you just want one shot to really, put this match into a box, it's that shot, because that is the whole court was open. Monfils wasn't even going to run for it, and he missed it long. Thiem's discomfort coming to net and on a grass court, and also just his lack of confidence at the moment, and being able to play aggressive and finish off through the court. If you want 1 point to define this match, it's probably going to end up being that one. Serve here from Thiem. Back into Monfils from the team. It goes out, 43. Still, it was a minor. Busy on Sundays. I find they skip a lot of Sundays. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the day right before the work week starts back up, so that can be tough. But yeah, I mean, I was busy with family stuff, so I couldn't do it. But worst part of pickleball is the ball doesn't react much. Yeah, true. Yeah, you can't put spins on it the way you can do in tennis, which I think is the thing that people don't understand enough. I agree, Sean. Yeah, it doesn't react much, does it? Maybe they attend church or something. Part of it could be. But for me, that wasn't the case this Sunday. There's 4 to 5 day heat wave over 90 ended yesterday, man. Yeah, for me, I mean, in Atlanta, it was the same thing here. I mean, not quite the same, but we've for the last like week or so, it's been crazy hot days. We've been over 90 degrees for many of those days. Most of the week, we've gone over 90 and a lot of those days. So it's been crazy hot here. I've played tennis almost every day. This week I skipped tennis. When did I skip? I skipped on Friday, and last week I skipped on Friday and I skipped Sunday. Outside of those 2 days, I played every day, 5 of the 7 days. Played a few matches. It was good. I won both my last couple matches, which was fun. I love playing. There's been a lot of sports stuff going on with the Olympic stuff right before the Olympics really begins. Been watching a lot of the track and field, which is fun. There's a great channel on YouTube to keep up with that track and field stuff too, called Jumpman, which I've been watching a lot. Been a lot of cool stuff going on with sports. Definitely going to be trying to watch as much as I can during the Olympics. The Olympics are going to be crazy. Now it's 82. Yeah, still not great though. Still hot. Still hot. Oh, Dommy. Oh, Dommy. At least he held there. We'll see how he does in this set, but it's not looking great. Backhand pass, volley Monfils, forehand. Thiem got that. Yep, gets the 40-15. Just made that in. Almost missed that one. It was so close. It went on for the they did the close call cam. Thiem was so close to missing that forehand. They showed a close call. They got it. 40-15 for Monfils. First serve down the tee. Perfect serving from Monfils. Perfect serving from Monfils. Let me take a look at the Mallorca draw because I haven't really looked at it. Mallorca draw. But yeah, speaking of the finals last week, obviously we had Sinner over Hurkacz in a great match. Hurkacz is still playing well, and Sinner with his 14th title now has the exact same finals record as Hurkacz as Alcaraz. They've both won 14 of their finals, lost 4, which is sensational for both of them. What a crazy finals record for both those guys, showing up in the biggest moments. And that was one of the big finals last week. I'm looking at the draw now. Where are they in the draw? So the winner of this one will take on Carballes Baena in the next round. That's a great match to that's a great match because Carballes Baena is a great player, but I don't think he's that comfortable on grass. He took out Carreno Busta, who's just awful on grass, to be honest. Carreno Busta, he's a great player, but he cannot play on grass. Has he ever won a match on grass? He's never won a match at Wimbledon. I remember that stat. So anyway, it's a good opportunity for whoever gets through this one to win at least one more match, and then they could have RBA or Hugo Humbert in the next round. That could be a bit tougher for sure. Either of those guys. Serve coming here from Thiem. A little bit better start off in the second set so far. It's the first serve in the net. Kick serve, backhand Monfils, backhand slice of Thiem, backhand Monfils, backhand of Thiem, backhand of Monfils, backhand Thiem. Going backhand to backhand of Thiem, opens it up, forehand slice of Monfils. That's much better from Dominic Thiem, who I would watch out for in this set. Let's see. I said Monfils in 3. We'll see. But Thiem playing a little bit better, which is great. Already a few quick starts in his first couple service games. Backhand half volley. Very good from Thiem. Gets in. Well, that's what I'm talking about. At 40 love in the first game, I said this is a point that might define the match. That backhand volley miss. Almost the same shot there. Not quite the same shot, but almost the same shot. And he makes it in. But he makes it in. So maybe confidence growing a little bit, playing a little bit better. Good stuff. That's very hot. It's about 80 Fahrenheit here, and I'm baking. Yeah, it was. Yesterday was the hottest day. It was like dangerously hot here. It was over 90. It was like 95 degrees. So I'm gonna take a look at what the weather is like for this week, but I don't think it's gonna be quite as hot as it was last week. Last week was steaming hot. Here in NYC, everything indoors is pretty AC. Yeah, that's good. London has no AC. I visited a few times. It was brutal. Jeez. Remind me, yeah, that's tough. But I need AC. If it's going to be that hot, I need AC. I need to try pickleball before I bash it too much. Yeah. Well, it's actually pretty fun to play. I'm not going to lie. For as much as I bash pickleball, it's pretty fun to play, but it's nothing like tennis, man. It's nothing like tennis. Tennis has a much higher peak. And that's what I'm about. I'm not here to like tennis. Like tennis is the best sport in the world, in my opinion. And there's a lot of great sports out there, but Pickleball is great. It's fun. It's good right away, but is it to me, is it great like tennis? It doesn't get up there to me. It needs to be difficult, it needs to be gritty, it needs to have those dynamics, that shot making, that 5 hours, that and just a full season, players that you can follow the whole year and really get into, and the head to heads and the one-on-one, and the does it have that thing, different surfaces all year, the grand slam? Does it have that tennis kind of thing at the very, like, yeah, right, when you play it's like it's fun, it's good, it's nice, but is it tennis? I don't know, man. Anthony, isn't it Hot Atlanta? Yeah. Hot Atlanta for a reason. It's hot. It is hot. Heard a lot of track athletes retired. Yeah, I haven't really heard that. I haven't followed track for a lot. Like I honestly, last like month or so, I've started following track a lot more. So I haven't heard a lot about that. Ran the 4 mile race yesterday, but I ran it because I have nothing else to do. No, it's good. Staying active. It's great. How does tennis work at the Olympics? Is there a round robin? No, it's a elimination draw still, just like most of the tournaments throughout the year. I think it's around a 64. It's around a 64 draw. Around a 64 draw, and I believe it starts on the 26th of July. I was looking at it yesterday. Either 26th or 27th. Actually, I think 27th of July, because it'll start on the last couple days of the Atlanta Open, when I will hopefully be at the Atlanta Open. So we'll probably miss the first couple days of the Olympics coverage. Although depending, if it's in the morning, maybe I'll have time anyway. Oh, what a flick from Thiem, showing some of his talent. Showing some of that team magic as he runs to that one with a backhand flick. Good stuff. Thiem definitely playing better. I like that drop shot initially too, trying some stuff out. Monfils not quite we're at 35, 30-15. Serve out wide, backing of Thiem, that goes out. We're at 40-15. 4 miles is still good. I wonder how far tennis players can run. Yeah, well, I'm not that great at long distance yet, but I'm trying to get better at it. Short distance, I like short distance running for now. I like more, but that's just natural for a tennis player. I enjoy running and lifting, so adding any other activity is a big challenge. Yeah, that's fair. Every time I look over at the wall, it's guys climbing. Yeah, well, you could try it out as well. But yeah, I need to do like you're doing and start running more. I mean, I've been doing a little bit more running, but I really want to get into it this summer more. But I've been playing just a lot of tennis more than anything. Also, disc golf is very fun. Something that's very, very fun to play that I enjoy a lot. But it's not as disc golf isn't about running. It's just about throwing, obviously. But you have to walk long distances, but it's not athletic with your legs. But that's good for me because I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's good for me. It's something for me that I need to get better at. Disc golf. That's a shot out from Thiem. Still love 30. For all the better play that Thiem's had, this is where he can get a little bit. It's maybe a lack of confidence or whatever it is. He's very up and down, inconsistent, and most of their matches have been easy straight sets for Thiem. It's could be pretty. What's the word? Pretty fitting that at this point in their careers, could be pretty easy straight sets for Monfils, who's still killing it at 37. Thiem has been struggling. Backhand slice of Monfils, the backhand slice of Thiem, backhand slice Monfils. The backhand of Thiem big, the back of Monfils bigger. For Monfils, cross guard's too good. Thiem can't get there. Very good stuff from Monfils. Monfils is still such a good athlete, man. The way he got around that forehand. Thiem is being too passive, and that I mean, it was not a good drop shot there, to be fair. Kind of trying to get out of trouble, and gave himself more trouble. 3 break points. Team's serve has fallen off a cliff here. Misses the first serve long. Second serve. The backhand of Monfils. That's a good serve. Kicked up high. 15-40. More you run, the easier it gets. LOL. Yeah, that's true. I need to make a thing for myself to run every day or almost every day. I think practice makes perfect. Yeah. Hopefully, or at least somewhere like not practice makes at least good. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think MJ secretly trained for the Olympics. Probably. MJ is one of the top athletes in the Olympic Games, secretly. Let us know. Let us know, MJ. We'll cheer you on. It's a backhand miss from Monfils. So remember that one if Thiem gets out of trouble here. 30-40. If you're a Thiem fan, you'll want to tune in this point right here, right now. Try to see if Thiem can make himself get out of trouble. If he gets out of here, you never know. Builds up some confidence. He's been playing better at the start of this set. He just played 3 bad points to start this game off. Lacking confidence, clearly. We'll see. That's a good serve out wide. We'll see if Thiem can get a hold here. This would be good stuff for Thiem. Gets the deuce. 5th ace of the match for Thiem. By the way, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, as always, to the channel for more if you have not yet. Do a lot of streams year-round. Backhand of Monfils. The forehand of Thiem. Forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem. Going forehand of forehand. That goes out. Advantage to Thiem. Monfils will remember that backhand that he missed long at 15-40. It's a bad miss. Thiem hitting some better shots, some better serves, a little bit more through the court. Five seconds on the serve clock. Thiem goes to serve. Back into Monfils, the forehand of Thiem. Forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem is a volley. Very good from Dominic Thiem. Interesting. Interesting. That spices things up here a little bit more. As I exercise a lot, I wonder sometimes if I would like to be a professional athlete or at least make it a living. Yeah, you should think about it. I love being athletic. I try to exercise. I mean, I exercise every day, and I sometimes think about it too. Like if I would enjoy being a professional athlete, like something I'd love to do is like short distance running or even tennis. I love tennis, but it just didn't happen. I don't think I could make that happen at this point. But yeah, I do think about it as well. I think if I had to do it for money or a living, it wouldn't be as fun. It's nice as a hobby. That's fair. So I'd rather rely on my mind and not on my body. Bodies are fragile. Yeah, I mean it comes with sacrifices, right? Injuries, potentially other stuff. So it's not like the life of an athlete is just all, glamour. But yeah, I mean, you can find joy in a lot of things that you do. And if you have that as a hobby, I think that can be good enough in itself. I mean, especially if you do play it competitively, you don't have to do it competitively for money, but you can treat it as if you're in like a huge, like high level competition anyway, and just find something through that. And yeah, that can be enough. Like when I'm playing tennis for just regular, even though I'm not a professional player, whenever I'm playing tennis, I act as if the match is like my mentality is I'm thinking about the match as if I'm at center court at Wimbledon. Like I'm winning. Like my mindset is if I'm stepping on the court, then I'm doing like pretty much everything I can to get over the line. And I'm thinking about it in that way. Like I imagine myself as a pro player, even if I'm not. And I'm doing everything I can to try to, find a way over the line. And I'm not high level at the moment. I have so many areas to improve, but that's something that I aspired to is that. Second serve from Monfils. That goes wide, so 30-15. I mean, you can be a coach or an online coach. That's easy. Yeah, true. Telling someone else to run could be good. Come on, run your ass off. And then you're just sitting back in like a couch relaxing. You're like, come on, run harder, run faster. That's always good. Yeah. Put in the work. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about. Monfils had chances there, and now Thiem could get some chances here in this game. It's 30-all. Let's see. Serve come near from Monfils. The Thiem has to take it. I don't think Monfils is going to give it to him. Yeah, Monfils is playing the much more aggressive player here as he is a forehand inside out. 40-30 for Monfils. It's a good serve from Monfils. 3-3. Serve from Thiem. That's in the net. Forehand of Monfils. The forehand of Thiem down the line. Backhand slice Monfils. That goes wide. 15 love for Thiem. All right, we got 30-15 here with Thiem to serve. It's in the net. Second serve come near from Dominic. Dominic Thiem with the serve. Much better second set here. Kick serve, back in Monfils. The back end of Thiem. Cross court, back in Monfils. The lob, that goes out. 40-15 for Thiem. He's playing a much better set. Seems much more confidence, much more on it. Four three for Thiem. Hey, what's up, Daz? What rackets are they both using, please? That's one thing I'm just never good about is what rackets the players are using. Something I'm just never good at. But I can try to find it. I can try to look it up and find it for you. Team racket. I mean, Thiem. Yeah, I mean, I remember Thiem is for Babolat. He uses the Babolat Pure Strike. I'm seeing here now, and I mean the Babolat Pure Strike. And I'm just looking at the looking at what it says for. I don't know if I don't know if he's changed like his string tension or whatever. But I found a whole thing here for Thiem's what he's had in his racket. Tension 25 kilograms, weight 317 grams. Those are a few of the things. Grip size 2.5. The Pure Strike. Try to find something for Monfils as well. At least Thiem is holding. That's good. Going to any tournaments this year? Yeah, so I'm going to be going to U.S. Open, also to Atlanta. Going to U.S. Open, also to Atlanta. So should be good. Should be good. I'm excited. Hey, what's up, Cedric? Appreciate you joining in. Hey, thanks, MJ, for the 5 QualityShot tennis memberships. Let me know if you got it. It's awesome, MJ. Thanks for that. Good stuff. Serve from Monfils. Goes long. Second serve. Forehand of Thiem that's in the net. 15 all. Thiem definitely looking more comfortable on the surface. It is the first matches that both these guys have played on grass this year. So they both are still getting used to the surface, I'm sure, even though I'm sure they've practiced on it, but they're getting used to it in a high-level, intense match. Back in Monfils, the forehand of Thiem. Back in Monfils again, goes cross square, the backhand slice of Thiem. That's in the net. 40-15. Casey always gets gifted. Yeah, I've seen that before. It's cool. By the way, Daz, also Monfils racket Artango TR 960 control. That's what I'm seeing here. Weight 307 grams. So those are a few things I'd say. Those are some of the rackets that they're using. As far as I can find it, just have to look it up because I'm not great with that usually. Hey, what's up, Tanmay? Your favorite big 3 player to watch? Yeah, for me, Roger is my favorite. I was speaking about Roger earlier, but yeah, it was like my idol of just sports in general growing up. I would tune in to literally every one of his matches that I could. Just waking up at 3 in the morning for his matches at the Australian Open, all the time. But I mean, back in the day, Rafa was my number 2, and I love watching Rafa. I mean, Rafa and Roger at a time were my favorite number 1 and number 2 favorite player. Rafa, over the years, I've slightly become not really much against him, honestly, but for whatever reason, people have personal favorites and tastes. I've become less of a fan. I've become more of a fan of Novak. There was a time where I disliked Novak or didn't really like him. I've honestly, over time, grown to like watching Novak, and especially as I've, over time, the way I've played tennis and approached tennis has changed, and I've really come to respect Novak's play. And I think Novak is now my number 2 favorite, and Rafa's my number 3, which would have been crazy to myself like 10 or 11, 12 years ago. But yeah, I'd say Roger by far my number 1, and then Novak, and then Rafa. But I definitely respect all 3. Andy would be my number 2 if you include him in there. Forehand chip, backhand slice of Thiem goes behind Monfils. Oh, Monfils goes behind the back. He has this kind of twister shot behind him, but he hits in the net. 40 love. He gets caught. He probably didn't have to go that flashy. He got into a tough spot, and Thiem basically had this ankle breaker shot. I mean, that's just Monfils' instinct to go to this flashy shot, even when he gets into a slightly tough situation. But he probably could have backed up and hit, even if it was just a one-handed backhand defensive shot. He had other options there. He didn't have to go for something that crazy. I mean, he's one of these guys that can make that shot, but he didn't necessarily have to go for something that crazy. And it's 5-4 for Thiem as he gets a game away from the second set. But just his natural instincts. Rafa and Roger do have unique play styles compared to Novak. Yeah, they're definitely flashier shot makers, Rafa and Roger, compared to Novak. Novak, though, the way he can just find perfection on a tennis court, it's almost just amazing to watch him and learn from him. Just every point. And the way he finds himself out of matches, his mental game and his physical game, just everything that it takes to be the great athlete that he's become. It's fun to watch him, to learn from him, and how to really win at any level. And I've grown to like his personality more a little bit. And yeah, but Rafa and Roger are definitely better shot makers. And I like Roger the best of everybody. Murray used to use head and gone to Yonex. Yes, I saw that. A player I would go Wilson, the old Roger one looks good. Yeah, I used to play Wilson because I was such a big fan of Roger. And yeah, that Yonex change is really strange for Andy. I'm hoping that he's okay to play Wimbledon, because if he doesn't, then I don't know that he's gonna have another chance to play at Wimbledon. So you're looking forward to Wimbledon? Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Wimbledon and the Olympics, I think, should both be great tournaments. I also think that I kind of think that they're both going to have very different makeup. Like, I think that they're like, what I mean by that is the Wimbledon, I think, is going to be wide open on both sides. Sinner for me is the favorite at the moment, but I still just feel like Sinner and Alcaraz are relatively not as experienced on grass, even to this point. I mean, Alcaraz won Wimbledon last year, but he's still playing his 6th grass court event ever at Wimbledon. So I just feel like they're not solid. Like, I feel like it's a pretty open event, especially with Nadal not playing. Federer's retired. Murray is not himself. Djokovic is not himself. He might not even play. Murray might not even play. We'll see. But big forehand from Monfils goes inside out. So I think it's going to be wide open. I think a guy like Hurkacz, Dimitrov, I've been saying this for a long time. I mean, I've been saying this for about half a year or more, that I think this Wimbledon is going to be wide open, especially with the Olympics coming up. The Olympics, the reason I said they'll have different makeup, the Olympics, I think that we're going to be looking at a few guys, Djokovic, Sinner, Alcaraz. I think that we're going to be looking at a few guys as the big favorites. Rafa, maybe even as well. Backhand goes wide. Down the line from Thiem, so it's 30-15 for Monfils. This is the issue for Dominic. He can play great and he can play good sets, but when it really counts, he can kind of let up. We'll see if Monfils is there to take the set at the end of the set, or if Thiem kind of picks up his level. But whoever wins this set has to take it. So we'll see who is able to take it. That's my opinion on it. on the set. But yeah, I think Wimbledon's going to be wide open. In Olympics, I think we're going to be looking at a few guys as the big kind of guys to look at. Monfils, very solid ending a lot of these service games. He said about five games. He said aces to finish those games off. So good stuff. I would love for Domi to bring this to the third. Hell yeah, Alexi. Yeah. Let's go, Domi. Let's go, team. Murray's pulled out of Wimbledon. Is it official, though? Because his team said that it wasn't official yet. That he was going to try to practice. So there were stories that he's pulled out, but I don't think but yeah. So here's the article from BBC 9 hours ago. Andy Murray not made decision on Wimbledon 2024 after back procedure. Also 4 hours ago, Andy Murray mum Judy furious at leak of medical details. Andy Murray's mum Judy takes aim at someone you thought you could trust. So basically, Murray has not made an official decision yet. That's what to take from that. Murray has not made an official decision yet. People are really quick to say things and whatever, but yeah. Love 15 from Monfils. Listen, these drop shots are not working. Dominic, team, the drop shot is not your specialty. You hit huge shots from the back of the court. You're playing the fastest guy to ever play tennis. One of them. Maybe the fastest. I really think he's a contender for the fastest to ever play. You shouldn't be hitting these drop shots. Team is it's a sign of nerves, especially in the first point in the service game. He's back to 15-all here. Let's see. These are big moments. Even though it's the first round of the tournament, it's a big moment for Thiem. You know that. I do find it interesting that Thiem will finish off his career in a hard court. It's really interesting how Thiem's career, well, I'll say after this point. Drop shot. Another drop shot. Thiem, what is he doing? Monfils is there because, of course, he is. Lob. That's a good lob. Oh, Monfils goes the back. Same shot that he hit closer to the net a few games ago. Okay, to be fair to Thiem, it was his best drop shot of the match so far, and it was a great lob. Monfils is now very tired. I don't know. Good play. He won the point. I can't say that much. But yeah, for Dominic, it's interesting how hard courts really became his special. Like, I think he's better on clay, but because of Rafa, he could never win any big titles, and he ended up having a couple of Masters on a hard court in Indian Wells in the U.S. Open, and he's gonna end up ending off his career in a hard court event just because the Austrian tournament just so happens to be on a hard court in Vienna. 40-15 for Thiem. Serve coming here from Dominic. Serve goes out. Second serve. Forehand of Monfils, the forehand of Thiem. Back in Monfils. That goes out. Good holding from Thiem here. Good holding from Thiem. I was getting on him for hitting the drop shot, but, you know, I guess it's a bit gutsy to go for it a second time, and it worked out, and he had a good couple points to finish it off. 6-5 for Thiem in the lead. Murray didn't get surgery. No, I mean, Murray had a procedure done. He had an operation on his spinal cyst, but he hasn't pulled out of Wimbledon yet. That's the thing. He hasn't pulled out of Wimbledon yet. Hey, what's up, Jake? Guys, anybody? Hey, what's up, Jake? Sad that Thiem could be retiring at 30. Yeah, he is retiring at 30, Rennie. I mean, he's announced it. I mean, it's the saddest news of the year for one of the saddest news of the year for tennis, because I mean, this is a guy who's retiring so early and who we thought was going to have so much potential. This guy is potentially retiring before Novak or Rafa. I mean, talk about heartbreak, man. Yeah, it's sad, man. Dominic Thiem is a special talent for sure. Your favorite outfit for the men's side? I haven't looked at a lot of the outfit stuff. I'm one of these guys. I'm not that interested in like the fashion aspect. Like, people can wear whatever. I'm not I'm personally not that invested in that. And maybe I should start being. I haven't looked at much of that, so I can't really say. Can't really say Tanmay, sorry. But I can look now. Are they already having outfits announced? Let me see. The only kind of outfit I ever paid attention to on the men's side in tennis where I was like, this is awesome, is the when Roger wore black at the U.S. Open. Darth Federer, that one was always special. Outside of that, I don't really pay much attention. I do notice that the Nike always give the craziest outfits to the players. They've gone really weird. I mean, the whole like weird yellow and black B outfit that Alcaraz was wearing in Madrid as well was a bit strange. I do have to say, a good outfit I've liked recently. I don't know if Yannick is wearing it for Wimbledon, but I believe it was Yannick who was wearing the tennis before Halle. He was wearing the when he was practicing. He was wearing the tennis court shirt with the colorful tennis court. I can't remember which company put that one out. Is it Nike? But I like that one. That one's cool. Thiem is 2 points away from the set here, by the way. The second set. 15-30. Let's see what happens. Monfils has to get some big serves to get out of trouble. 30-all. Serve from Monfils. It's in the net. Second serve coming here. Forehand of Thiem. That goes out. 40-34 Monfils. It's a return that you want to make. Monfils already back at the line. First serve misses well wide. Second serve. Once again goes after that backhand return, which is sliced back. Back in Monfils. Backhand slice of Thiem, who's just not hitting over that backhand. And Thiem has not returned well in this match so far. He's given a lot of leeway for Monfils when it comes to his return of serve. And when we get to a tiebreaker, that might come to be very, very important. Wow, first tiebreaker of their careers, by the way. Not first tiebreaker of their head-to-head, not of their careers. That would be insane. First tiebreaker that they've ever played against each other. In fact, this is the first set that they've ever played that's gone past 6-4, that's really crazy. They've played 4-6-4 sets. They've never played a set that's gone to 5-5. That's the first tiebreaker that they play. Their head-to-head is really weird. Listen, Monfils has some weird head-to-heads against players. Also, I remember Monfils has a really weird head-to-head against Murray. I don't remember exactly what it was, but anyway, this one is really strange for all the reasons I've laid out during this stream. That goes out down the line. I mean, Thiem's forehand is just not what it was. I mean, just got to mourn that Thiem forehand. It is. Come on, man. It's tough. Tough to watch. Just no control on it when he's going after it. Backhand slice is easy for Monfils. Volley, lob. Yeah, it's not there. Monfils seems like he's taking it. I said one of these players has to take it. It's Monfils who's taking it. It's good net play there. It wasn't even an amazing forehand, but Thiem it wasn't an amazing volley, but Thiem completely missed that forehand. Forehand volley was average, but it was enough. And it's 3-0 for Monfils. 223 kilometers an hour serve. It's 130 something. Late 130s miles per hour. Serve from Thiem, forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem goes back to the forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem. Forehand of Monfils. That's in the net from Thiem. 4-0. 4-0. I don't like when the girls wear the same design. Yeah, I feel that. Well, it's hard to distinguish, and also, yeah, it's fair. You want everybody, but I mean, and then you look at the men's side though, and everybody's wearing the same thing. You know, I don't know. It's what the companies decide to put out, but I agree. Everybody should get a different thing. Everyone should get something different. Not just because to distinguish, but well, I mean, I guess to distinguish, but everyone should have a unique something unique to put on. 4-1 for Monfils, who's about to serve for a 6-1 lead. Thiem is yet to beat a top 50 guy this year as well, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. See if Gael can finish this off. He's been in good form, and it's a great next round against Carbias Baena. Very likely could take on Hugo Humbert in the round 16. He's beaten Humbert this year pretty handily, and where was it, Doha, where he always plays well. But listen, that could be a great match in the round 16 between Monfils and Humbert. Humbert's got RBA as well, and RBA beat Taro Daniel like 6-0, 6-1. So and also RBA reached the semis of Wimbledon. I believe it was in 2019 when the semis were Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. It was also RBA, the infamous Big Four. In fact, when was the last time the Big Four reached the semis of a Grand Slam, that all four of them were in the semifinals? When was the last time that's happened? Wimbledon 2019 was so close. Murray was not there. I don't know how Murray did in that tournament, but I don't even know if he played it, actually. But I believe it was RBA who finished off that semifinals. Going a bit off topic here, but yeah, it was. Was Murray even in that tournament? Can't remember. Backhand of Thiem, well wide. 6-1 for Monfils as this has gone away from Thiem. Monfils has served well. He gets to 5 match points in their first tiebreaker of their head-to-heads. Yeah, Murray did not even play that 2019 Wimbledon, by the way, which I was mentioning. Don't remember the last time that the Big Four reached the semis. I remember they did that at the 2012 Australian Open, but I'm sure they've done it since. All right, here we go. Match point. Forehand of Thiem. The forehand of Monfils. Slap. The forehand of Thiem. Backhand Monfils. Backhand slice of Thiem. Backhand slice of Monfils. Backhand Thiem down the line. Oh, what a beauty. Save match point. That's more like it from Thiem, and that just makes it extra sad, right? I mean, when we see a shot like that from Thiem and all, I mean, how good he can be, it just, I mean, come on. It just makes you a bit sad. I mean, he's played a better second set, but man, I don't even have to say that much more. Second match point here at 2-6. Serve from Thiem down the tee. So first serve is a let. Layla and Emma practice together? Wait, do they really? Because I'd love to see Fernandez and Raducanu get play one more another time. We got to see that rivalry again. Because it's just so compelling that those two both broke through at the same time. And they have a lot of potential for a good rivalry. I really hope that even if they don't win more slams, that they at least become kind of top players and that kind of thing. Forehand, Thiem really backing up, playing passive here. Backhand, cross score, the backhand Monfils hits big. He'll have to take it here. Monfils backhand, the backhand of Thiem. Cross court, backhand Monfils. Cross court goes wide. Thiem fighting with a couple of good points, and it's 3-6. Thiem still fighting on. Boys try, remember, yeah. Do you think the players feel sad when they play Domi? I think so. Honestly, yeah. I think so, maybe. You have to put that sadness aside, but yeah, I think the players are sad to see Thiem go because you have, when you have great additions to the tour that you're playing on, and fun players that bring so much life to the game, and now the light is kind of shining out. It's tough. Backhand is a good block return. Forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Thiem, defending way behind the baseline. Forehand of Monfils. Thiem going all out here. Volley. That's going to be too good. Thiem fighting well at the end, but that tiebreaker got away from him with that 6-1 lead, and it was too late. Monfils with a 2-set victory over Dominic Thiem. A great hug between two legends of the game. Good win for Gael Monfils. 6-0 for Thiem, and was that head coming in, and Monfils finally gets a win. Gets the 6-1 in their head-to-head, and a good win for Monfils. I really back him against Carballes-Baena, even though I do like Carballes-Baena as well. But on grass, I got to back Monfils. And that Monfils-Humbert potential matchup in the round 16 could be very interesting. I'm not fully Monfils is going to be one of those guys I'll be pretty interested to watch at Wimbledon. And maybe he could reach his first quarterfinals, if nothing else. That'd be exciting. I mean, he's reached the quarterfinals everywhere else, I think. I'm pretty sure. He's reached the semis of the U.S. Open. He's reached the semis of Roland Garros. Pretty sure he's reached the quarters of the U.S. Open. I'm nearly sure. Not the U.S. Open. I meant of Australian Open. Yeah, he's reached the quarterfinals of Australian Open twice, so he could finally have reached the quarterfinals everywhere. So we'll see. I mean, I feel like he should do okay on grass, but yeah. Thank you, Aztec1, for joining in. Please come back for more. Thanks, Lexi, as well. Congrats, Monfils. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I just hope. I mean, man, can we have just one more special moment with Thiem before the end? That's like just praying to the tennis gods. Just one more thing, but yeah. Anyway, it's tough, man. The reason I like Emma and Layla is because they run the U.S. Open. That was very exciting for me. The girls they beat well. Very similar to Kalinskaya versus Paolini this year, but they couldn't even replicate what Emma. And the way, I mean, come on, that was a crazy U.S. Open. With Fernandez beating 3 top 5 players the way she was in like 3 sets, and Raducanu winning 10 matches in her like 3rd tournament ever at 18 years old. Sorry, 10 matches. 20-0 in sets. Raducanu. I mean, also beating players like Bencic and Zachary, and beating some good players. Beating Fernandez, who beat all of those players, but she was definitely tired. But still a crazy run from Raducanu, and yeah. It's always nice to see you streaming. All right, appreciate that, Lexi. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, and thanks everybody for joining in. Always fun to do this. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one. It's Monfils in 2 sets. Monfils in 2 sets. 90% of first serve points won. Thiem definitely wasn't very strong on return, but didn't face a single break point. Winners to errors is very weird on the site. Doesn't make any sense. 13 aces is crazy. Good. Very good for Monfils. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one. Definitely stay tuned to this channel. We'll be doing more stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one.
Lose